Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the CrossRoad Channel. And happy Sunday to you. How was service today? I hope you had a great time, and I hope that you really did enjoy service. What's the favorite part of service for you, anyway? Mine is the worship, and then the word. Oh my God. Well, they're memorable moments for me. I don't know about you. What do you enjoy the most about service whenever you go to church? And sometimes, the 1 or 2 minutes hangout after service can be great. All right, today I've come to talk to you about the fact that there is God in everything. Yes, I've come to tell you today that there is God in everything. And every situation we go through, in everything we find ourselves doing, in every place that we find ourselves, God is in it. I want you to know that there is no situation that you are in that God is not present. All that is left for you to do is to invite Him. Yes, He's always there, always waiting. I listened to a particular message where a man a man went to the barbering salon, and then he was telling the supposed guy that was cutting his hair that, okay, the guy was preaching to him, and he said, "Stop preaching to me. God does not exist. If God does exist, there's been trouble everywhere in the world." And of course, I know that some of you are already thinking there's problem in Ukraine, there's problem between Russia and Ukraine, and it's probably going to span through to other parts of the world. And then the guy said, "So how would you say God exists in that kind of sense?" And the barber replied him and said, "Well, just like I am here cutting your hair, you would find 1,000,001 persons out there with their hair so full, some looking unkept, some have their beards too full, they are not shaved, they are just there looking rough, looking crazy, and they are there. So because they look that way, so does it now mean that there are absence of barbers in the city?" And then the man said, "No." I said, "Fine, we're always here, but they don't come." That's the situation with God. He's always there, but you just need to call Him. Now, God wouldn't invade your privacy. He needs you to allow Him. Yes, He needs you to allow Him. And that's why I've come to tell you today that there's God in everything you are going through. If you're going through a situation of need, do you remember that there's God there? He made a promise to us that He's Jehovah Jireh. Now, the point is, you would only know that there is God in everything when you get to know Him better. If you're in a position of lack, if you remember from knowledge that you know Him, that He's Jehovah Jireh, He has promised to provide your needs, He's your provider, then you would definitely call upon Him and He will show up. Have you ever seen God fail? He has never failed me. I am a testifier. Like, I've experienced God. He has never ever failed. I've had situations where I had needs and I'll look up to God and say, "But God, you told me you're my provider." And then something shows up. I remember a friend of mine was sharing her story with me one time, and then she said that day she had not had lunch. She had not even had breakfast. And it was almost lunchtime. It was like 1 p.m. And then she was telling God, "Daddy, you said you provide your daughter's daily bread according to your words. And your daughter is currently here. She's broke. She doesn't even have money to eat." And right there and then, in the space of 5 to 10 minutes, somebody called her and they were going to give her a job, something to do to make her earn a quick money. And she shared this story with me, like it was a testimony. And I was like, "Oh, great." I think a few days later, I had a situation and I was like, "Oh, Daddy, you provided for your daughter, Precious." "Oh, sorry, I had to leak her name." "You provided for your daughter. So what about me? Like, am I not yours too? Are you just going to look at me like that?" And trust me, He made provisions. Now, this is it. There is God in everything. All you need to do is call Him into the situation. He's there, but call His attention. Show Him that you're helpless without Him. If you're broke, if you are in need, whatever it is, call on Jehovah Jireh. And there's something I also want you to understand, that sometimes when you're going through stuffs and you need victory because you know that there is nothing you can do all by yourself, do not forget that victory and all victory belongs to God. All victory comes from above. Those battles that you think you can fight for yourself, call on Jehovah Nissi, the one that brings victory, the God of victory. Call upon him and he would answer. Test him and call those names that you know. And when you seem lost, confused, why not call upon Jehovah Raha, the one who is ready to show you direction. He's your shepherd. He will show you the way. Call him Jehovah Raha, the one who's willing to show you the way and a direction. Why not call him? Test him, just give it a trial. And of course, there are situations when we need somebody to talk to. We need someone to be there, especially those of us that feel alone. I've been reading a couple of stories lately and I see people commit suicide here and then. No, you can't have Jehovah Shammah and feel alone. No, he is omnipresent. He's always there at every point. So do not think that you're ever alone. Call upon him and test and see. He's there in every situation. He's there. Just give him that. Okay, he's knocking. Please open the door. Let him in. Let him in. You're not alone. Let him in. You can't have Jehovah Shammah and you feel alone. No, he's always with you. Always. And if you think you're going through stuffs and then you have no peace, you've lost your peace, you feel frustrated, guess who you should call? Jehovah Shalom, King of Peace. And he will restore your peace. He will restore everything to you. Yes, peace that passeth the understanding of men. Peace that passeth all understanding. He will restore it to you. And there are other situations when you feel you have this low self-esteem and you think that you're not good enough, you're not this. There is a God who's ready to boost every of your ego. He'll boost you up. He will make you feel more comfortable because he has made you righteous, because you're so beautifully and wonderfully made, because you're worth everything to him. You're worth giving up his only begotten son. Call on Jehovah Shekenu. He's ready. He's all yours. See, there is something about God. He loves you too much. He loves you too much. And he just wants you to realize that his love is unconditional. There was something I got to learn. We men, let's be very candid, like humans now, we have conditions to how we love people, but definitely not God. Now, this is it. If he meets your criteria, you get to like him. Or if she meets your criteria, you get to like her. But if they don't meet those criteria you have, it simply means that they are definitely not your type. Even your friends have to be people of like minds, people that are your type. If not, you can't make friends with them. That is what I'm talking about. We are very conditional when it comes to how we like people and what we want from people. But when it comes to God, be you a believer, be you an unbeliever, wherever you are, God loves you unconditionally. He loves you. It's not you can't, it's not what you did that made him like you. He loves you. It's a genuine affection. That's why they say God's love is agape. So why won't he be your righteousness? Why won't he be there to always defend you, make you feel comfortable, make you feel like yourself, help you boost your esteem? God is always there. Call on him, Jehovah Shekenu. He's going to listen to you. Now, that's not all of it. There are situations where we fall ill. We're so sick. We've taken medications. We've done this. We've done that. Come on. You've got a God who defies medical science. You've got him. What is Jehovah Rapha there and you haven't called upon him? You cannot call upon him and, be put to shame. No. If God has never failed, you will never fail. Call upon him, the greatest physician, and wait and see. Just wait and see if he would attend to you or not. Now, in all of this, before we round up, I want to implore us to please do something. Whenever you call upon God, whenever you do, call him with trust. Call him in faith, believing without an iota of doubt inside of you that he would do whatsoever you call him to do. I don't need you to think about it. I don't need you to second guess it. I don't even need you to think, what if he doesn't do it? He will always do it. There is no there's no gainsay about this. There is no, what if I eventually call upon him and then nothing happens? The moment you do that, it's the moment you lost out. Yes, one of the way we shoot ourselves in the leg is by acting out of faith. Now we must, whatever we do, we must have faith. We must have faith. We must have faith. So you cannot believe that there is God in everything if you do not have faith. There is God in everything. I just thought to remind you of that. There is God in everything. Try this. Test it. And share your testimony. That's where I'll stop for today. Do not forget to share this message and click the subscribe button, click the like button, and remember to share. And that's a bye-bye for me. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Mwah.